power wishbone set. They hand the ball. Oh no, Saber and faked it. Keeps it himself to the left sideline and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get up, Yankees got it. On the forehand, under 10 seconds. Yankee across in front. They score!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the winter edition of Cadets Coach's Corner. This week, I caught up with head women's basketball coach Mark Zacher, whose Cadets carry a 3-1 record into this weekend's Ed Hockenbury Classic.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. You guys head into the big weekend, the Hockenbury tournament, 3-1 overall. Talk about your team's performance so far.
We have been pleased with how we're progressing. We had a minor setback at the beginning of this week, but that was following after coming off of Thanksgiving break. Now that we're back into the swing of things, I think we're going to continue to improve every day. We're looking to make significant strides this weekend and have a good showing at the Hockenbury tournament.
Now talk about the opponents that you're bringing into the Hockenbury tournament. You guys open up with St. Joe's, Vermont. Speak about the competition.
That is correct. We have a local team in St. Joseph of Vermont. We think they're going to provide us a pretty good test on Friday evening. They're a continually improving program. They play in a small college conference, the Yankee Small College Conference. So we believe they're going to be a significant test on Friday evening. The second game should be real interesting. University of Maine Fort Kent is a very, very good NAIA school. They have some extremely good players, a very good post player. In addition, Worcester State coming in is a proven Division III challenger. They're a very competitive program. So we think it's a really good field this year.
All right, looking back, you guys opened up the season with 2 wins in the Plymouth State tournament, took home that title. Speak to what that did for you guys in terms of confidence and just the way you guys played right from the outset.
It was definitely a confidence builder from the outset. I thought we were particularly focused defensively over at Plymouth State, played both games aggressively defensively, and I think that fueled our offensive output. So I think we kind of fed off of what we were doing in defensive intensity, and it carried over to the offensive side of the ball. I thought we had some pretty good performances over there.
You guys have continued to really hammer down the idea of playing tough-nosed defense. It was evident in the Johnson State game. How pleased have you been with the defense as a whole, and what more are you looking for?
Well, I definitely wouldn't be a head coach if I was totally pleased. There is definite room for improvement. We stress all the time doing all the little things right, and that when you put all those pieces together, it's going to build up to one big masterpiece of a defensive effort. We still are making some fundamental mistakes that are definitely correctable. And we think when all those pieces fall into place, they're never 100% going to, but when most of them do, we're going to be a pretty good, outstanding defensive team.
Offensively, you guys have put up some big points, but I think you would probably argue that you haven't shot as well as you'd like to from the perimeter yet. But offensively, what has surprised you, and what's been a big pleasure for you to see?
Well, I know that coming into the season that we were going to be a team that was definitely, initially at least, perimeter oriented. I mean, our strengths coming in were definitely the returning perimeter players that we have, and they have not disappointed at all. I think we definitely can shoot better, but teams are still at this time focusing on stopping our perimeter game. When our post players start stepping up even more than they have, I think we're going to be that much even a tougher ball clip to defend.
Talking about some of the individuals, Alia Curry continues to shoot very well from the outside. Has led the team in scoring in every game this season. Speak to her play.
Alia Curry is, I can say without hesitation, is the best guard in our conference. She is an outstanding basketball player. Not only an outstanding shooter, she has a great understanding of the game. She knows what she needs to do to be successful. If a team is shutting her down offensively from the outside, she is capable of putting the ball on the floor and getting to the basket, particularly drawing contact, getting to the free throw line, scoring easy points in that regard. She is a leader by example, maybe one of the hardest working players on our team. I only see great things continuing for her.
All right, let's talk about the person who gets her the ball and gets everyone else the ball. The facilitator, Kristen Brown, is also done a good job limiting turnovers and really setting up your offense.
Yeah, Kristen has been our starting point guard from the moment she arrived here at Norwich. And she has done just about everything I've ever asked her to do. She definitely controls our offense. provides us with good support in distributing the basketball among all of our players. Definitely provides us a calming influence on the court, and is sort of definitely the coach on the floor. I turn to her consistently to call our offenses, set our defenses, make sure that players are in proper position. She is everything you want in a point guard. One can definitely look at her statistics with assists and assist-to-turnover ratio. She's at the top of the conference every year, and I definitely couldn't ask for much more out of her.
All right, we'll get you out of here on this question. Something that you guys have pointed to, recruited a lot of height this year. You've got a lot of post players and a lot of depth at that position. I think the thing I've noticed the most is you guys have been really, very strong on the offensive boards and really corralling defensive boards, allowing only one shot in most situations for the other team on offense. Speak to your rebounding prowess that you guys have had so far.
Again, that's been a point of emphasis for us this year. We felt that coming into the season that looking at what we had done last year, that our definite need was for bringing in some post players to support our inside game. We did bring in a lot of size and in numbers post players. There's still one that we haven't seen yet on the floor, a young lady who had a minor knee surgery over Thanksgiving break and will be back at Christmas time. We think she's even going to provide more because she's the biggest of the group that's come in. But I think they are a hard-working group. I think particularly when the freshmen get more and more comfortable with the college game, both the pace of the game and the physicality of it, that they're going to be an outstanding group and provide us not only what you have said, support on the backboards, but they're going to provide us a good, strong offensive game and defensive game.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.